Guys, I got some shocks off of Amazon, and they were about $17 or so. That was shipped. That's all four of them. Really a nice design. I mean, the body is a solid piece. It's got like a packing, for the O-rings, the seals, all that stuff. It does have the E-clips holding the pistons on, and that turns into a problem. So with that as a problem, I had one come apart. I came in, I was able to fix it, got it back together. The E-clips are not staying on the outer lip. And needless to say, I had another one mess up. Here's the shock body right here. So this test is not a good one. But anyway, check out the drive and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's get on this thing. Now, a shock is a shock. All it's got to do is provide some dampening. In some cases, control the travel. And in other cases, not leak. Not leaking is a big deal. Oh, see how Sam right there got a little bit hung up? The new ones with the with the slam skid walked right across that. That was awesome. Ooh, nice. Holy cow! Wait a minute. Oh, this is a low pinion. I said, why do I not have one of my drag skids on there? So with the 50 weight oil, the dampening, feels pretty decent. So I like that. These are only the 80 millimeter shocks. I always do the 90, so I'm like, let's just try something different that I haven't tried before. So 80 mils. They're working well. In this position, I know, like I told you, it's impossible for these things to leak. But unlike some of the higher end shocks, like the Deluxe that I used in just about everything, you can't put a offset cap on these because of obvious reasons. But I don't see a reason to not use these shocks. I mean, they feel pretty good. See, only being 80 millimeters, they don't have a ton of travel to them. And that may not be a bad thing, really. I think some of my trucks have too much travel. All right. Woo! Now, the Crossman, oh, no way. I turned too much. Oh no, look at this. Well, we have an issue. Let's get back to the table. And we're back to try it again here. I don't want to send these shocks back. I really want to make them work, and that's probably not a normal thing. I'm assuming I may have got, the 1 in a million or something like that, quite possibly. So, but I'm sure many of you guys are going to comment about you running them and not having that issue. So that's fine. So I can pull up through here. I mean, I like the fact that, they are doing what they're doing. I don't like the fact that I had to shave a piston to make them work. I'd rather have not had to have done that. Come on, buddy. I gotta see if I can gear this transmission down. All right, we're gonna go ahead and finish this one up real quick, just to see how this is going to work. Well, I should have cleaned out the piston holes a little better. It looks a little bit stiff. Should have did a little bit more work on it, I guess. But regardless, I think I want to keep them on here because I really want to give them a little bit more of a long-term test, even with that one issue, which I really kind of think that was just a fluke, honestly. Let's get the other side. Yeah, I think that shock is not working like it should. Let's see here. Let's get it flexed up on this right here. No, see, you got a tire in the air over here. I don't know, maybe it is. Maybe it's just the balance of the vehicle. Just my imagination, I guess. I don't know. Except I'm kind of messed up now. Let's see here. Oh, I got to do something about the holes in this. Well, I hate to say it. I was messing around a little bit, crawling, and number 2 did the same thing. Well, do I work on the pistons and try to make them all work right, or just send the $16 shocks back? This is kind of depressing. Having one do it is like, you know, okay, a fluke, but now I had 2 of them do the exact same thing. I don't know. After I fixed the first one, I was wrong on the clip going here, even though there is a groove here. Even though there is an actual groove down in there, the piston actually sits up against the shaft and the E-clip goes on top. This is another one. This one was actually on the back corner right there. And after having this happen, I somehow at the point lost the spring retainer. So now the spring retainer is gone. Spring retainer is not going back on. You know, if you get these shocks, make sure you check and make sure that clip is on there really good, because if it's not, you're going to have the same problem. I really had my hopes up for these shocks, man. Really did, especially for like $16, $17, $18 shipped. But I guess that's just not going to be. So guys, what do you think? Honestly, I like the way the truck was driving. I really do, but they got to hold up, you know. And for $17, if that E-clip would stay on, I think they'd be really good shocks. But I guess if I'm going to do 80 millimeters, I guess I got to go back to Deluxe, because Deluxe are what I took off of this for this drive. And guess what's going back on it? You got it, Deluxe. Because, man, the Deluxe shocks, that is a go-to shock for me. It really is. I'll link these up down below. Your experience may be completely different than mine. Maybe they'll hold up for you. But that E-clip right at the top, holding that piston on, it does not stay in that groove at all. And I really wish it did, because, like I mentioned, you know, I mean, the design is actually pretty cool. When you run them in the upside down position like I was running them, you would never, ever actually leak, because, I mean, it's a solid top, right? No seals or anything. It's all in the packing. So, but, you know, $17, they did not work out for me very well at all. I was using the Losi 50 weight oil in them as well. The action feels really good, but sometimes you get what you pay for. And that's exactly what I got out of this. Anyway, guys, check that description. Use those links. I'll link up some Deluxe Fab shocks, the good ones. And I'll put these down there. Maybe if you want to possibly throw out $17 and give them a try, maybe your luck will be better than mine. But regardless, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later. If you're still watching, you are top shelf. You are the cream of the crop, the pick of the litter. You are phenomenal. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. It means a lot to me. Now, down below, there are links for the products you see, also for channel memberships. If you guys want to be a part, channel members get early viewing on pretty much everything that I can. So, guys, check that description. There's a lot of info down there. Thank you all for watching.